And welcome back to the NFL Today update here in New York. James Brown with the full house here. Of course, that would be Tony, Coach Bart, and Boomer. As we get you caught up on all of the early action, starting with the highlight.
Hey, guys, how about Dak Prescott on the day? 27 of 36, 301 yards, and 3 touchdown passes. And Tony Romo was in uniform on the sideline today. This kid is invincible, man. He can do everything. And I'll tell you what, you talk about an impressive second half. That's exactly what the Dallas Cowboys showed. You can see Ezekiel Elliott held under 100 yards. But I'll tell you what a game by Dak Prescott.
Indeed, 27 of 36, 301 yards and 3 touches. After the game, it was Dak talking with our Evan Washburn.
Well, Dak, a team record 9 straight win. It was a grind early. What was the difference in the second half that allowed you guys to gain some momentum offensively?
Yeah, we just settled in. We knew what they were going to throw at us at that point. It was like you said, it was a little rough early on, but we stayed at it. We stayed at it, and that offensive line and that guy, the receivers we got, it was great. It was a great win.
Well, Dak's going to have to wear a right ear.
I'll tell you what,
right?
that is so refreshing to see. I'll tell you, up in Cleveland, it was all about the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here you're going to see Ryan Shazier going to strip right there, Josh McCown. Jason Hargrove falls on it. The defense had 8 sacks. Le'Veon Bell had 146 yards. Pittsburgh won handily, 24-9. Again, Cody Kessler was taken out of that game. He got hit early in the game. Josh McCown finished up. Again, Ben Roethlisberger, no big numbers. They just did not turn the football over. It was a very solid performance right there by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Really.
You know how many times guys came unblocked against the Cleveland Browns? It was unbelievable. I don't know who is coordinating that offense, but it is uncoordinated right now. And if you are playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, you should be paid double, maybe even triple. It's a disgrace.
Seems like they go through 1 or 2 quarterbacks
Dude, it's
a game.
a disgrace.
All right, so for those of you who are watching the Jacksonville at Detroit contest, Detroit wins it 26-19. Detroit improves to 6-4 in that tight NFC North with Minnesota right on their heels.
Coach, you got to believe it's brutal.
Talking about gritty, Buffalo at Cincinnati, LaShawn McCoy is going to take the handoff for 7 yards and go 1 touch. He got injured on the day, hurt his hand, didn't come back, but Mike Gillislee had 72 yards. Tyrod Taylor added 40 yards. You know, it's a nice gritty win. You know, it wasn't pretty, but it was a Buffalo win, and it keeps them alive with
Bengals hit the snooze button in the second half.
All right, Buccaneers in Arrowhead. You can see Jameis Winston. He's going to drop back and hit Alan Cross for the touchdown to 3 yards out, 19-10 at that point with the Bucs. Bucs go on to win this game. Kansas City, that's a tough one to lose at home. But Jameis Winston played well. No picks for him in this game. Titans at the Colts. You see Andrew Luck drop back. He's going to hit T.Y. Hilton. This was on 4th and goal to tell you. And he makes a spectacular catch. Indy would go on to Indy would go on to win this game 24-17. Andrew Luck played outstanding, did have the 1 pick. But just a great overall effort by the Indianapolis Colts.
Jacksonville at Detroit. Eric Ebron, the tight end, Tone's going to take the handoff in for the 1-yard score to take the lead. The Lions win 23-19. But I tell you what, you talk about rushing yards. They really didn't rush for much yards. I think they rushed for 6 yards on the day, but a win's a win, and it sets up a tremendous matchup against Minnesota this time.
On Thanksgiving, baby, and here is Minnesota and the Cardinals. How about this? Minnesota's got returns all over the place. This is Cordero Patterson, 103 yards for a kickoff return. Remember, prior to this, they had a Xavier Rhodes, I think it was a 94 or 5-yard interception return for a touchdown. So 14 points for the Minnesota Vikings scored on returns. They go on to win 30-24. That's a huge win for the Vikings. They stem their losing streak. They are now 6-4.
Bart, you got to get over it. Yes, Detroit won. They had 6 yards rushing. Right now, Jay Cutler right here. Watch him. He's going to get picked off. This is a last-ditch effort right here. 2nd and 29. Landon Collins, 4th straight game with an interception.
Wow.
Defense had 4 sacks, and the New York Giants pull out a 22-16 win, and they now move to 7-3.
4 sacks in the second half, and they shut out the Bears in the second half. Eli and his offense couldn't do anything in the 4th quarter. That Giant defense, just like it came out Monday night against the Cincinnati Bengals, really played well.
You said we were watching Vernon Olivier.
Olivier Vernon.
Olivier Vernon. He may not have the numbers, but that guy has relentless pass rusher. Him and JPP, they were all over that field today.
But I'm telling you, Landon Collins, I mean, we're watching something special. This guy is on an all-pro course. You talk about his last 4 games, his interceptions, his impact on the game. He's really patrolling the middle of that field and really helping that defense out, allowing them to put that 8-man in the box or 7-man box and stop the run. You talk about all the money that was put in the defensive line this year.
Coming up in the second half of our day, the doubleheader, it'll be Philadelphia at Seattle. Coach, that'll be a game you'll be watching closely. Talk about that matchup.
Well, there's Russell Wilson. I mean, look at this guy. He's getting healthy right now. And then what's the one thing you're seeing evident? He's able to get out of the pocket. And I think this guy out of the pocket is one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Carson Wentz for you, another rookie, getting a tough spot today against this Seattle defense and the noise there. Think about Russell Wilson. He is one of the best second half of the season quarterbacks in the NFL over the last 4 years. And one of the reasons for that, Jimmy Grant is finally healthy and playing as good as ever.
And when you got him going, that opens everything up for everybody else. And over there on the defensive side of the ball, you see Richard Sherman. He is the guy who sets the tone and gets that defense going. He's part of that Legion of Boom defense. And like you said before, they turn it on offense, and they turn it on defense this time of year.
Bart, our other game, of course, will be the matchup in San Francisco, New England at San Fran.
Yes.
I know we said Coach Belichick likes to create a little air of anxiety, but
I tell you what, Tom Terrific is going to be on point. Kaepernick is going to be heavy lifting for him. He's going to have to use his legs and try and extend plays and take shots down the field.
I'm really interested to see how New England plays defensively in this game. No pass rush whatsoever. Last week against Seattle, no Jabal Shear. They left them behind.
No Rob Gronkowski as well.
That's right. So, listen, if you're going to beat the New England Patriots, maybe now's the time to do it.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. Heavy coverage.
So the table has been set. Enjoy the game.
Tony, did you really think I thought that was going to happen?
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.